I have no answer for you on that one. Let's see. Is the race up? It's not up yet, Joe.
Better name Martinn.
So what race are these? Anything marker related or something?
No, it's on Speedway Ringer.
How dare you?
It's on Speedway Ringer. It's a free PC game. Do you have a PC radio engine?
Okay, that RTO was prohibited in this game.
It's in the works for Xbox, and yeah, there's a port in works for Xbox. At this time, I don't know if we're just gonna be a Switch or PlayStation port, but at the moment, there is a Xbox port in.
Alright, so waiting for...
I don't know about you guys, but the next NASCAR game should be made by Monster Games in collaboration with iRacing. After all,
Stop.
why?
We're gonna get a new NASCAR game until Motorsport Games hits the deck. And at the time, it is gonna hit the deck. Their stocks have been falling like shit the last week.
Well, why do
Well, they're not
can't
gonna go
NASCAR
under
just
anytime
call it?
soon because Motorsport Network won't sell anything. And if anyone tries coming close, no, EA Sports is interested. They want to get the license back.
Is their stock a pump and dump? Because it was like less than $2, all of a sudden it pumped up to 23 and now it dumped again?
Because they
Well,
stock exchange with the parent company Motorsport Network. They pulled a stock exchange and a stock in debt removed debt, and it boosted up to over $50 like in January, and it's already dropped back to
guys.
Right.
Guys,
it's like, how'd that happen?
I think that there is a way.
There is no way. There's no way.
Okay,
NASCAR and Motorsport Games are in talks again to try to get
All right,
out
here
of
we
the
go,
contract.
everybody. The session is open.
No,
We're
listen
joining.
to me. Listen
No,
to
not
me.
listen. I'm Angel. I know what I'm talking about. I've been looking at everything. I have sources within the company.
Listen to me.
No, I will not listen.
The
I know
next
my
NASCAR-
facts.
There you go.
Listen to me.
Oh, there's a lot of cars out here. Okay, go ahead.
Get rid of the Motorsport Games license and give it to Codemasters.
Legally get rid of it. You're not listening.
Hey, everybody, this is the new track. Just saying.
Okay, Codemasters should be the one releasing NASCAR games.
Before you continue, they cannot legally get rid of the contract unless the Motorsport Games falls under or Motorsport Network says fuck it, we're done. They cannot get rid of the license. So at the time, we are stuck without no new NASCAR until 2029.
And what are you gonna say? That even if they get the license, Codemasters shouldn't be making NASCAR games because it's a British company and it's because of the F1 license? Is that what you're gonna say? Come on. Is that what you're gonna say? Speak up, damn it!
This 51's pretty fast.
I'll be back. I'll be in chat and stuff.
Alright.
Alright.
Wow, these guys are way faster than me, everybody. Just saying.
Oh boy.
Where did GWO go? He was keeping us, letting us know what's up with the draft.
Oh, he had to go.
What up, Moose Pie? How you doing, man? Sounds good. Yep, just doing some racing here.
Yeah.
We are live if you guys want to see what this game looks like on my YouTube channel. What's up, radio?
Yeah. So, Moose Pie, who do you think should be the new holder for the NASCAR license? I don't know.
Well, who are you thinking, radio?
The one that I'm thinking at the moment is, well, nothing more, nothing else than Codemasters. You know, the guys behind the F1 games.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about TV coverage. Yeah, Codemasters very sweet. Also, Turn 10 Studios used to make Forza, and I thought the physics were right on if you were looking for some kind of simulation racing, you know.
Yeah, the other one was gonna be the guys that made the Project Cars series, but that thing is dead.
I hear you. I don't know if these companies could do it, but maybe 2K, or I don't even know if EA Sports has a team put enough well together.
No, I don't think 2K is up for the task. They're busy ranking money with their NBA and WWE releases.
Right, and like
which,
you
by
gotta.
The way,
Go ahead.
By the way, 2K is yet to release an AEW video game.
I was gonna say, yeah, they gotta go to all these tracks, scan the tracks, put all that stuff into their computers. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I mean, if Codemasters were to select were to make the games, they will have to scan all tracks except the one that they shouldn't scan is Coda, because they already have it scanned for the F1 game.
What up, Cam the Beast? I think that the light at the end of the tunnel, don't you think it should just be iRacing taking over? Is that possible? I don't know. Who runs what?
That was the one that I was thinking. That was the one that I was thinking. I was thinking that that both Monster Games and iRacing should take the license. After all, these two were the minds behind the amazing and orgasmic World of Outlaws dirt racing video game.
Was that good? I mean, I played it, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a great game, and it was a great. I mean, the physics. I love the physics.
Yeah, I played most of these new games when they came out, and then I just didn't fall. You know, like all those Tony Stewart games. I played those, but then they all felt the same. You know, that same NASCAR heat freaking feeling to them.
Well,
yeah.
actually, the World of Outlaws dirt racing game actually feels a lot more different. Even different than any other Tony Stewart dirt racing game. It's like a game of its own, and it doesn't steal anything from any game before.
Cowboys are on the clock. Their pick is in. Are the Cowboys your team, Radio Angel?
Yes.
Oh, they took a tight end, Luke Schoonmaker from Michigan. He played for Michigan.
Alright.
Trinity. At the end of 6 minutes, there's going to be a thing on the bottom right of the screen that says grid. You got to click that, like, right away. What's going on in the NFL draft? Moose Pie, you got an update? Or not NFL, but WWE. How is there a mellow yellow car out there, but they took the iAnthuny Rainbow Warrior paint scheme out of here?
Okay, so the first is moments.
Yeah, I believe Codemasters would have been a great fit for NASCAR already, like 20 years ago. Just based.
Yeah, I mean,
like if you don't know who Codemasters, they've been around for a minute, yo. They used to make Game Genies that went with like the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, That's a curious thing on how they started on the video game market. And look at them now. They are ranking cash with their popular Formula 1 games.
Are they Formula 1 games sell? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're still making them, even though
I know they're making them, but
Sports
I don't know if they sell them.
Oh yeah, they do sell them. But, oh my god! I mean, for the game Genie itself, I saw a video on it, and honestly, it is the best way to cheat before the internet. I don't know if you had an NES with a Game Genie.
I have all of that. I actually collect video games. I even have like a Game Genie for Sega, dude. I have like a couple of them.
Damn, there was Sega actually made the Game Genie a very proprietary object from their IP because Nintendo refused.
Go ahead. What up, Cam? How you doing? I can't hear Cam. Just saying.
You there?
Yeah, we hear you. Hey, Cam, this game is free on Steam if you want to race. Just saying.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. It's called Speedway Ringer.
Alright,
it's only like 4 gigs. The race starts in 3 minutes, so if you want to race the grand opening of this race, you got to get it done in 3 minutes.
My internet is too. I can't do it in 3 minutes.
I hear you.
So actually, there is something very peculiar of the NES, and it actually has to do with its Japanese side. Look, in 1985, the Nintendo's NES or Famicom in Japan was ranking up sales, and by the end of the year, Nintendo had already sold 3 million systems. There was no sign of slowing down, but there was actually one thing. Anthony, you know as well as I know how much we want cheaper games.
We want what?
Cheaper games, like
cheaper games, right? Well,
yeah, I mean,
it's about on par, I guess, because I mean, games have always been about $50 as far as I can think back.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the biggest that was one of the biggest things to satisfy consumer demands, according to Nintendo of Japan. You know, in 1984, video game rentals were banned in the country, so there were very few options to play games on a budget. But the reason why games were very expensive was because cartridges were very, very expensive to make. I mean, at the time, an average Famicom cartridge was $30, and the average NES cartridge was $49.99.
Was it? Were they $49 at one time? Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So in 1985, a company called Hudson Soft approached Nintendo asking for a solution to that problem, and it was making games with their patented B card. They were like a credit card, but with enough capacity to store games. And once the and the way it worked was pretty cool, because once the consumer got tired of that game, they could bring it to a disc writer kiosk and at a store and write a brand new game to it.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. But,
radio, give me 10 seconds. Hold on, I gotta tell Trinity something. Trinity, it's gonna say grid on the lower right. You gotta click on it, and then we're gonna start the race. Okay, yeah, Trinity thinks she's a racer now. Go ahead, man.
So, So, yeah. That, but then,
with the mouse. Okay, there you go. It's off. Okay, here we go, everybody. First race.
I gotta watch it.
First race, Steel Creek.
I gotta watch this one.
Here we go. I'm probably gonna lose.
So the problem of the kart system was that the technology was very expensive, and Nintendo had to pay royalties to Hudson Soft for every game sold. So at the end, they rejected it, and so Hudson partnered up with the NEC to create the PC Engine system, or as we all know it, the Turbo. But Nintendo actually liked the idea of rewriting existing games. And there was a popular technology. You remember the floppy disks?
I've seen that, yeah. Oregon Trail was on that, I believe.
Well, Nintendo actually saw potential on writing games for floppy disks. And so the Famicom disk system was created, led by Masayuki Yamura and R&D2, which was the same team that created the Famicom and the NES. So the system was kind of weird. The box came with a couple of things. It came with the disk system itself, the RAM adapter, and an RF port. And you were wondering what the hell, where the hell's the AC adapter? Well, those were actually sold separately because the disk system was powered by 6 C batteries.
What?
Extraordinary reason, Nintendo thought that the AC outlet would be hot by the television and the Famicom.
How do you know this?
Well, I've been I research a lot in my free time.
I can't keep up with these two fellers. They're pretty fast.
Okay. But very surprisingly, the system lasts pretty good on batteries. And you just insert the disc into it, boot up the system, but you have to connect the RAM adapter to the Famicom. You put it on the cartridge slot.
I've seen that too much now.
And inside the RAM adapter is extra RAM for programming and graphical data. And it also provides an additional audio channel, which made for some detailed music on specific games. I mean, it was a very minimal add-on, but it acted as a pretty good thing for it to have, because even though the cost was pretty high, the Famicom disk system cost $80 at the time, but buying games for the system was very cheap, because an average disk system game costs between $15 and $20.
Do you got any vintage stuff? Vintage gaming stuff? Radio or no?
Well, I have a GameCube.
GameCube? You don't have like a Game Boy or Nintendo or anything like that?
I have an NES Classic.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Have you modded it?
No, I haven't modded it.
I modded mine.
Oh, nice. And you added like more games.
Yeah. And they all work.
Oh, nice. So, from 1986 to 1988, Nintendo only made disk system games, not a single cartridge. And around that time, and due to the popularity of the disk system, they created some sort of weird and early form of online gaming. So you would take a specific game on a blue floppy disk, and you would compete for a high score. And once you submitted your highest score, you could send your disc to a disc fax machine at a retail store, where your score is sent to Nintendo. And if you got the highest score on that game, you won a lot of good prizes, like a golden cartridge of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Whoa, that'd be sick. Did they make two versions of Punch-Out? Because I found one at a garage sale where it's just called Punch-Out, but it's not called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Well, the official game's name is Punch-Out, but the original game has been Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
So there's two different versions of it.
No, it's the same version.
Oh, so then I must have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out then, but I don't have the case or the box.
Yeah. So,
I could post it if you want me to.
Yeah. So, all the prices of things, of good games, the disc system did have some flaws. At that time, a lot of people were just used to okay, I'm gonna put my cartridge and play my game. But using the disc format introduced a whole new set of issues. The discs were fragile, and they didn't have a plastic shutter to protect the magnetic disc. So, they could collect dust and fingerprints, which could eventually leave them unplayable. And of course, because the games were on a disc, players have to get accustomed to loading times.
Ah, I see.
And and also the disc system had reliability issues. One of the biggest issues was the rubber band that spun around the magnetic disc. It would break over time. And you have to know that all of Nintendo's products are proprietary, so getting replacement hardware is pretty difficult. I mean, the system was good, but unfortunately, it fell short, because 4 months after the disc system launched, Capcom released the Ghosts and Goblins on a massive 128 kilobyte cartridge. It was the first of its kind. Not only that, but also semiconductor and chip prices were coming down. And so Nintendo found out that maybe making cartridge-based games wasn't as expensive anymore. So by 1989, a lot of developers had moved on. And believe it or not, there were plans to make the disc system in the US. Like, would you imagine the Nintendo Entertainment System floppy system? Several patents were done, but by the time they were approved in the 80s, in 1988, Nintendo canceled plans to release the system stateside. So,
Anthony.
it never comes
I'm here.
Whenever I try and add gear as a friend, I search it up. I say gear damage.
I don't know if she knows how to accept it yet. But hey, maybe we'll go do some American Truck Simulator.
I can try it. I'm gonna go look through my internet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My dad don't want me on the internet.
Suck it. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone out there. If I didn't get to say that, I wanted to do the testing on Steele Creek or grand opening of it. I think we're ready.
When is that?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Who all left?
Looks like Radio Angel took off.
Yeah, I guess so. It only says iAnthuny, Cam, Moose Pie.
Yeah, looks like Radio took off.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should do this race or if we should go. Hold on, let me just. Trinity, you want to try American Truck Simulator or no? What's up? I think she said yeah. Unless you want to do this next race or no. Okay. Trinity wants to back out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next stream.